Okay, I'm going to try to do this while I'm watching this video and tell you about this door. The Gillig Phantom, and what I've got is I've got a door that doesn't open the driver's side. Now, underneath the driver's window, you're going to see this compartment right here. This is the compartment that when I took it to the shop, they told me that this is where my problem was at. And they said because of all the rust and corrosion, because this bus came from St. Paul, Minnesota, that this was the whole problem with the bus. And as you can see, all of this right here, and then they're showing me this wiring harness and everything. They're saying that all needed to be replaced. That was the problem. All of this was going on. And really, what I come to find out, that is not the problem. That has nothing to do with the door. So then I was told that there was another relay that was underneath the windshield washer wiper fluid, which you can see right there. There's the windshield washer wiper fluid on the front of it. There is no relay in there. And so we thought, well, maybe it's behind it. So we took the whole compartment off in the back and looked for a relay in there. And actually, we couldn't find one in there. So then at that point, I started looking around and started saying, okay, where can this problem be at? So we decided to look at the door itself. So we took a look at the door above, and you're seeing right now, here's the door assembly. On this door assembly right there, you can see, the connectors, and you see a little part that's right there. It's silver. Then we're looking at the pump and the switches and all that kind of stuff. And then you're seeing the hose line. That's the hose line that's coming in from the other side. Basically, it's this really pretty simple system. There's really not a whole lot going to it. Air goes in one side, air comes out the other side, opens and closes. Not a big deal. Now, what can go bad? What can go bad is this little guy right here that I'm going to show you. That's the evil part. That's the solenoid. That guy goes bad.
Now, okay, so what I've got going on is I'm making a video right now on a Gillig door, and I will put a schematic on there for everybody to see, but I wanted just to show you this one part. And this part is on basically, if you're looking at the Gillig door and you're standing in front of the door and you've opened up the flap and you're looking at it, you've got your air line coming into that pump that's there, and then over on the other side, you've got this guy right here. This is a solenoid. Now this solenoid, you can buy it from Gillig. It costs about $78 from Gillig. But if you want to, you can go on eBay, and you can find it on eBay, because it's just a simple Parker solenoid, as you can see right there. And I'll list the part number and stuff like that later on. But here's the big thing about this particular solenoid. This is a magnet. I'm going to take this part off here because you can see this part right here is where your air goes in. So taking this part off right here, now we have this part here. This is the magnet. So we're going to remove this particular magnet. And you'll see that there's two places for the wires to hook up to it to send the signal. Here's what will go bad on this particular part. I've got this already kind of loosened up, so I'm just going to unscrew it right here. And you'll see that when I unscrew it here, what you have here is this is where the airflow goes. Valve. Now this is the part that goes bad, right there. This is a spring-loaded deal. And the magnet, when the door, and you turn the handle, tells this thing whether to open or close. Well, if it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and it always stays in its open position, which right now, if I was to take it, I can blow into it, and I'll be able to blow air through it. But if I push this in, I can't blow air. No air will travel through there. So if you're having problems with a Gillig door, there's really not a lot of parts on there that you have to really worry about. This is probably one of the biggest parts that you need to go and check, because people will tell you this, the wiring this, and all this kind of stuff, and really it's not. It's this one part. $40 is what this part costs. You can buy it on eBay. There's probably other places. I haven't looked around to see what other places are out there that you can buy it. But basically, that's the part. I did order it from Gillig to get one original, and like I said, I knew the price. It was 78 bucks, but I did find it on eBay, and I found it on eBay for basically a cost of $40. So I just ordered two so I'd have a backup for later on if it ever goes bad again. But there's the first thing that you want to look for on a door if you've got a door that won't close. All of a sudden you've got air pressure, and you can see that this thing right here is running, basically it's 10 watts, but it's pushing 125 psi. So that will cause it not to close the door. That's it.